This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Excel 1970-73 Carryover League. Brought to you by the Shrimp Trawler YouTube channel.
Welcome back, baseball fans, to the 1970-73 Carryover League. Today we are wrapping up the openers. This is the final opening series, the last two teams to play. The Cubs and the Braves are playing. They both finished in fourth in their division a year ago. And much like the last two cookies in the cookie jar, they are outstanding. And let's talk about the Cubs first. The Cubs, probably with the realignment of the Carryover League, they really have the tallest task because they're in the division with Cincinnati and Pittsburgh during their heydays throughout the 1970s and the Cardinals. So the opportunity to break through and get a wild card or win a division is very difficult. Consider the plight in the American League East of Baltimore, Boston. We'll just look at the standings, and you can see the plights of various franchises. So Baltimore and Boston, the Yankees, they get a Toronto team to knock around. Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? And then in the East, you have the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves actually have an expansion team with them as well, the Marlins. But it's this division here with the Reds and Pirates. The Cardinals and Cubs are going to have to really fight to get into the playoffs. Remember, the Cincinnati Reds used to be out west with the Dodgers, but they're not anymore. The Reds and Pirates are together, really making it hard for the Cardinals and Cubs. The reason I bring all this up is I'm looking at this Cub roster, and this is a darn good baseball team. They got a really good starting rotation: Fergie Jenkins, Bert Hooton, Gura, and Rick Russell. Decent bullpen, nothing spectacular. Bunch of decent pieces. Not a glaring weakness there. The lineup's outstanding. Cardinal, Unser, Beckert, Williams, Hickman, Sano, and then after that, the bottom three aren't so good. But today, the Atlanta Braves, who somehow finished in fourth place a year ago, this is Frankenstein's monster. I have put a monster together in the lab in Atlanta. I've said, you've heard, if you watched enough of these videos, I talk about a team being insane. I talk about the big red machine, the Cincinnati Reds, their offense. I mentioned the Giants offense. I mentioned the Red Sox offense, Oakland, Baltimore to a degree, Pittsburgh. But this created in the lab Atlanta Brave offense. Let me first talk about their double play combination is Felix Millan and Maury Wills. Great players in their own right. Good base runners, A and B stealers, bunters, hit and runners, fast guys. Typical leadoff and number two hitter. They're batting 8th and 9th on this Atlanta team because they have guys setting the table here. It's Dusty Baker leads off hitting .321 with 17 bombs. Ralph Garr has a .325 card. His .354 card and .341 cards weren't available because of the years other Brave players were selected. Rico Cardi's hitting .366 with 25 bombs. Hank Aaron, 47 bombs, .327. Darrell Evans, best year in '73, 41 homers. Earl Williams, batting 6th, 33 homers. And then you have Gale Hopkins hitting .286, batting 7th. It's a monster, folks. I have no idea how this is going to play out this year. But Atlanta could be the scariest offense I've ever had in a Strat League. So, with that today, it is opening day. And let's talk about opening day pitchers. If you knew who was pitching today, if you were going to guess, you would be right. For Atlanta Braves, it is Phil Niekro. And for the Chicago Cubs, it is Fergie Jenkins from Wrigley Field. Necro and Fergie. Necro won 16 with a 3.06 ERA. Fergie won 24 with a 2.77 ERA. I hope you're praying for both of them not to get hit around too hard, because these offenses are ready to make some fireworks. And with all that, this final score will be 1-0. All right, leading off is Dusty Baker. 1-8 is a K. Ralph Garr, 69, sky's a left. Rico Cardi, 58, is a K. Fergie gets them 3 up and 3 down. Jose Cardinal, 55, bounces a short. This is Maury Wills, a 319 at shortstop, and he makes the play. Del Unser, 45, off of Necro, 1-1-8 is a base hit. Glenn Beckert, 37, sky's the center field. And with 2 outs, it's Billy Williams, 69, skies the center field. We go to the second. It's Hank Aaron leading it off, 53, first C. Darrell Evans, 2-8, is a grounder to second. And Earl Williams, 2-7, is a single. Gale Hopkins, 55, is a strikeout. Fergie Jenkins, 2 great innings. Bottom of 2, Jim Hickman, 310 is a walk. Ron Santo, 5'11", is another walk off the Necro card this time. Batting 7th, a designated hitter. His name is Bill Sorrell. Played for Kansas City in 1970. But the Cubs, like all National League teams, need a designated hitter. 2-9. 2-9 is a 4-6-3 double play. Werner goes to third with 2 outs for Don Kessinger. 32 is a foul out. All right, Necro and Fergie pitching well today. Felix Millan leads off in the third. 2-5. 2-5. Let's take a look at the Millan card. This is the first Millan 70 card. 310, like I said, B-A-B. Great top line, great fielder. A great handler of the bat. Would normally be batting first or second on most teams in baseball. Here, 2-5, triple 1-7, double. Maury Wills, 55, is a strikeout. Back to the top with Dusty Baker. 35, single 1-3 is a lineout. And with 2 outs, it's Ralph Garr. 49, single 1-4 off of Fergie's card, and he misses it with a 15. Still scoreless. Bob Taylor leading off for the Cubs. Left-handed catcher. They also have Randy Hundley on the bench today. Bob Taylor, 39, grounds to second. Jose Cardinal, 2-7, single 1-10 is a base hit. He is an ace stealer. Earl Williams, +1 arm. Cardinal's going to try a stolen base, and he's in there. Runner at second for Del Unser. 57 is a K, and with 2 outs. Glenn Beckert. Let's take a look at Glenn Beckert's card. Yeah, the All-Star 1971 card of Glenn Beckert. 342 batting average. What an all-star game that was he got to be in. I mean, he was in there with Joe Torre and Willie Mays and Willie Stargell and Willie McCovey, and my goodness. Glenn Beckert was rubbing elbows in that 71 all-star game in Detroit. 110 is a single to left. With 2 outs, Cardinal will run, and he will score. And the Cubs grab the first run of the game. Billy Williams, 35, single 1-17 is a base hit. Jim Hickman with 2 outs and 2 on. 6'11", pitcher X. This is Necro, an E20 pitcher, and that is an error. E19 error means it's an error for the E20 pitcher. Bases loaded, 2 outs now for Ron Santo. Let's take a look at Ron Santo's card before he hits here. 1972, Santo would hit 302. I don't know how old he would be here, but pretty late in his career to get over the 300 line. And here's the pitch to Ron Santo. 45 off of Necro. Triple, 1-2, double is a double. 2 runners have scored. Jim Hickman's thinking about it. 11, 12, 13. Baker's got a -1 arm, making it 1-12. He's going to run. Home team can run on whatever number they want to run on. Road teams have to run on 14 and better. So Santo is going to try and get a 3rd RBI with Hickman, an 11, 12, 13. Minus 1 arm of Baker makes it a 12. And here we'll look right here. And it's an 8. And he scores a 3-run double by Ron Santo. And the Cubs. It's almost desperation. You need to just put lots of crooked numbers on the board so that you can keep the Braves down. Billy Sorrell, 2-7, lines of short. Nice inning for the Cubs. They lead 4-zip in Wrigley. Here's Rico Carty. 39 is a walk. Hank Aaron. 110 is a 6-4-3 double play. Wow. Darrell Evans. 1-5 is a walk. And Earl Williams. 2-2 pops to second base. Nothing for the Braves thus far. Don Kessinger leading off in the fourth. 33 pops to first. Bob Taylor, 411, right X. He is a 2-6 as Hank Aaron in right field. And he makes the catch. By the way, Bob Taylor did not have a long career. He's got the 4+2E16 T1-20 defense. They have Randy Hundley, who has a -3 arm. But in an interesting strategic move, maybe the Cubs want the lousy throwing arm out there to entice brave base runners to attempt a steal. Figuring that they get thrown out stealing, it will shorten their innings. So you want to make the Braves do things like that instead of swinging the bat. Jose Cardinal, 55, short X. This is Maury Wills, 319 at short. Makes the play. We go to the fifth. It's Gale Hopkins. 311 is a walk. Felix, you're putting me on. 47, single on a 1, line out. No, we aren't. He lines the second. Maury Wills, 46 against the lefty. Double on an 8, single at that is a double. This is not what you want. You didn't want the bottom guys to get on and flip it to the top, and that's exactly what's happened. Second and third, 1 out. Dusty Baker playing back with a 4-run lead. 311 is a K. And with 2 outs, it's Ralph Garr. Let's take a look at Ralph's Garr's card before he hits away. This is the 325 card of 72. If they want to, they could bump it up to a 354 card, but which would look pretty much like this anyway. At a certain point in batting average, it doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, they're more than happy with a 325 hitting Ralph Garr. Big spot for him here, with 2 on and 2 outs. The pitch to Ralph Garr. 1-5 right in his wheelhouse as soon as I showed you the card. It's Homer 1-16 double, and it didn't take long, folks. Here come the Braves back. A 3-run bomb by Ralph Garr, and it's a 4-3 game. Fergie Jenkins shaking his head. Rico Carty. 2-8 is a grounder to short. We go to the bottom of 5th. Let's pause first for a message from our sponsor.
This is the Shrimp Trawler video channel.
Este es el canal de videos de camaroneros.
Okay, bottom of the 5th. Del Unser. 55 off Necro, short X. A lot of ground balls today to Maury Wills. This time, it is a base hit. Unser's not a good base stealer. Good base runner, though, of 15. It's Glenn Becker. 38 is a 6-4-3 double play. And with 2 outs, Billy Williams. 33 pops to short. We go to 6, 4-3 game. It'll be Hank Aaron. 66 is a K. Darrell Evans, 59, short X. Cub shortstop Kessinger is a 2-23. And he makes the play. Earl Williams, 65. Sky's the center. Bottom of the 6th. It is Jim Hickman. 2-5. Let's take a look at Jim Hickman's card. His big 1970 for the Cubs. A 315 batting average. 32 homers. 93 walks, 33 doubles, really great all-around card. Played corner outfield last year. They added Jose Cardinal and Del Unser to the outfield, so they had to kick him into first base, putting a very old Ernie Banks on the bench for the time being. But 2-5, homer, 1-17 double, that is gone on an 8. Jim Hickman for the Cubs. Adding some fireworks. Ron Santo, 55. Short X. Again, Maury Wills makes the play. Bill Sorrell, 46. Double 1 to 5 is a base hit for Bill Sorrell. Don Kessinger, 2-6, pops to short, and with 2 outs, it's Bob Taylor. 66, pops to second base. Well, they're going to pull Bob Taylor because his E rating is bad. You don't want Brave to reach via the error. And I think they're going to put Ernie Banks is good defensively at first base. They're going to put him in the game for Bill Sorrell. And I think we'll just make Hickman the DH because you have Billy Williams, Del Unser, Jose Cardinal in the outfield. All right, 5-3 into the 7th inning. It is Gale Hopkins, 52, right. Felix Mian, 38, is a single. B. Steeler, not going anywhere. They just brought Hundley in the game. Maury Wills, 64. Short X, this is Kessinger. Need a play here, and they get it. The 2 shortstop is a GBA on the 3. That's a GBA. Stretch time here at Wrigley Field in Chicago on opening day, and we are enjoying Syl Johnson's 1973 epic, Back for a Taste of Your Love, featuring Back for a Taste of Your Love, I Hate I Walked Away. Bunch of great classics here by the great Syl Johnson. All right, bottom of the 7th. 5-3 Cubs. Necro and Fergie. Necro's a starter 8. Fergie's a starter 9. Starter 9 can go 10 if needed. Hopefully Fergie won't have to do that. Cardinal leads off in the bottom of the 7th. 1-8 is a grounder to short. Del Unser, 35, is a walk. Glenn Beckert, 37, is a sky to center field. And with 2 outs, it's Billy Williams. 5-10 off Necro, his catcher's card. This is Earl Williams, 3-9 catcher. Makes the play. We'll go to the 8th. I talked about the Cub bullpen being good, but it's Fergie Jenkins Day, folks, so I don't think the phone will ring. I mean, yeah. 1 mistake thus far through 7 frames cost him 3 runs. Let's go to the 8th. From the top, Dusty Baker. 38 is a base hit for Dusty Baker. Gar, the offense to this point. 67 is a K. Rico Cardi. Let's take a look at it, folks. It's got to be show and tell for these monsters. Rico Cardi's ridiculous 1970 card. This is not like a guy who had like 50 at-bats, you know, getting lucky. This is a 565 plate appearances, hitting 366 with 25 home runs. My goodness, folks. Rico Cardi, the pitch. 2-5 is a walk. Ouch. That's mostly a GBA on that card, unless you walk 77 times. All right, now it's 2 on with 1 out for Hank Aaron, and now Fergie could be the pitcher of record the wrong way if he goes out of the park. Let's take a look at Hank Aaron's card. We've seen just about everybody else. Hank Aaron, my goodness. What is going on in the water in Atlanta? I mean, they need to figure out ways to get into these guys. But Hank, 47 bombs, 327 average. He's got to be, what, 38, 39 years old here? The pitch to Hank Aaron, 6'11". First X, this is Ernie Banks, one Hall of Famer to another. Ground ball B, fielder's choice, will take that, putting runners on the corners with 2 outs. For Darrell Evans, might as well show you Darrell here. So, he explodes with Atlanta in 1973 with this magnificent card. Oddly enough, 41 homers, when you look at the card, it almost seems like they cheated him, because he only has homers on 5 and 6, and that's it. For 41 homers, you'd think he would have more than this. But when you look at the number of plate appearances, Darrell walked 124 times. So he had 720 plate appearances. My goodness. Maybe I should make him the leadoff hitter. Anyway, Darrell Evans, 2 on, 2 outs against Fergie Jenkins. The pitch to Darrell Evans, 69, sky's the left. Fergie, the fans at Wrigley Field, pumping their fist. They're happy with their star. Bottom of the 8th, Necro's giving up 5 runs. I'm going to have to pull him out. I don't like guys getting complete games when they give up that many runs. And we'll go to Don Eddy. Will come on in the 8th. A lefty. All right, it'll be Hickman leading off. 38 is single. 1 of 15 is a base hit for Jim Hickman. Ron Santo, 69, second C. Runner on second for Big Ernie Banks. Let's take a look at Ernie. This will be, I think they may have printed this card in 71. I'm not sure about that. But this is really the last good Ernie Banks card, a 70 card. He must be 40 years old here. Just crushes left-handed pitching in a first base platoon, first base DH platoon. But here, he can still field. He's a 3. Last year he was a 2 in 69. Runner second, one out. The pitch to Ernie Banks. 3-11 is the walk. 2 on, 1 out. Kessinger. Don Kessinger's the batter. 55 off Eddie is a walk, and the bases are loaded with 1 out, and it's Randy Hundley. Actually, it's righties better than lefties, so they'll stay with Eddie, and they will bring the infield up, down a couple runs as well. They don't want to get a cheap run on a ground ball. So bases loaded, bringing the infield up, 1 out. The pitch to Randy Hundley. 57 is a walk off the Don Eddy card. That's one of the reasons why Baltimore cut this guy a few years ago. Don Eddy's card was used by the Orioles 2 years ago and got a World Series ring when the Orioles won that World Series. And the Orioles promptly cut him in the offseason because they just weren't comfortable with all those walks. So, base loaded walk, and it's 6-3 game. And it's back to the top with Jose Cardinal. 43, first X. This is Gale Hopkins at first. He can't field. He's a 4-22. Starting to see a little bit of the issues that the Braves have. That's an error. Relief pitching is lackluster. Their defense is not so much. So they really need to get 6, 7, 8, 9 runs a game if they can. Ernie Banks scores on the error. Bases are still loaded. And it's Del Unser still with the infield up. 2-4, right B question mark. This would be for Kessinger. We should have wheels. 15, 16, 17. Minus 2 for Aaron makes it back to 15. And the throw to the plate is going to be a 5. So he scores. And now it is an 8-3 game. Should be safe for the Cubs. Glenn Beckert, 47. Single 1-9 off of the Eddie card is a 12 when he lines up. All right, 8-3 in the 9th. Got some insurance off the beleaguered Atlanta bullpen. We go to the 9th inning. Fergie wants to go for a complete game. It's 8-3. They have Don Shaw and Lloyd Allen. They weren't exactly Cubs. They were brought in as free agents to close out games. But we'll stick right now to Earl Williams leading off in the 9th. 37's a walk. Gale Hopkins, 6-12, center C. Felix Millan, 39, is a 6-4-3 double play, and that's your ball game. Here in Wrigley, the Cubs prevail by an 8-3 score. It is Fergie Jenkins. He really was the star of the game. I happen to notice that they really rolled on his card frequently throughout this, and he did not blink. Gave up just 1 hit off his card throughout the game. And Fergie outduels Fergie Jenkins, outduels Phil Necro. The 8th inning just adds the cherry on top for the Cubs. Break up the Cubs. They need stuff like this to happen, folks. I urge you to become Cub fans. They need some assistance with the schedule the way it is and with the divisions the way it is. And the big bad Braves are going to have to wait just a little bit to unleash their power on the National League, because it doesn't happen on opening day. Really lackluster affair here. Cardi, Aaron, and Darrell Evans went 0-for, and anytime that happens, you're probably going to lose if you're Atlanta. So they need more from those guys. Don Eddy in this one disastrous inning only gave up 1 hit, 3 runs. Let's see, 2 were earned. Actually, 1 was earned. And of course, the 3 walks, it didn't strike anybody out. Phil Niekro takes the loss. He did give up 8 hits and 5 runs. We also had another error. He made an error, Phil did, in that inning. So we're looking at 2 earned runs for him, 3 walks and a strikeout. 1009. Boy, this is the really good Syl Johnson song right here. There you go. 1009, 0108, 8936. Oops, wrong key. All right. There, nice little taste of Syl Johnson. So, we'll take a look at the league stats now after just the 1 game. And we'll have the results of the series at the end of the video. But 67 games have now been played. And our league is down to a 261 batting average and a 361 team ERA. These are more indicative of the times we're playing in. We used to have a batting average around 270, 275, and an ERA of 420, 425. But pitching will definitely be the story this year, as the 1969 bats are gone. Those expansion bats and the ridiculous offense of 69 has been taken away. Now it's 70 to 73, and now you just don't have enough hitters to go around. All right, thanks for checking out Braves Cubs opening day at Wrigley Field. Hope you're enjoying the Carryover League. We'll see you next time.